What is up, everybody? Winnie here with Prepared to Fail. We're preparing to fail every single day because every single day something new comes our way and we still got to get up, move forward, and succeed. So, hey, this is my baby. We are out here on in this port, in this beach, in this jetty, whatever. We're somewhere. Y'all, so I might be changing my name. I've been thinking about the name, and I understand that it can be kind of confusing and misleading when we're saying we're prepared to fail. So I will tell y'all what I meant when I initially put Prepared to Fail together, and that was I'm prepared for any challenge that comes my way. I'm prepared for any, downfalls, anything that may set me back. So that was initially what Prepared to Fail was, but I think really this is just a growing time, so it's time to grow out of the name Prepared to Fail. So there may be a name change coming up. I don't know exactly when, but it could be anywhere between a couple of weeks and a couple of months. So just an FYI that could possibly happen. So for today, what I actually want to talk to y'all about today, so please y'all, do not allow anybody to judge you or to define you by your challenges, okay? So our challenges, these are things that they're like tests, right? They come at us. Sometimes they're difficult. Like it requires us to think on a different level. It requires us to act on a different level in order to overcome them. Like they're really like the tests of life, okay? The tests of life. And a lot of people see us in this place of like challenge where it's hard, where it's difficult, where we don't have ourselves together, or where our situations, our circumstances aren't together, and they think like that is you. Do not ever allow anybody to let you be defined or to define you by your challenges, because if they do and you allow them, then you will be stuck in those challenges forever. You'll be stuck in it forever. Y'all, I don't come from a wealthy background. I come from a fairly poor background, and not just poor background, but a lost background, a background that was filled with addictions, a background that was filled with like strongholds and so much different stuff. And they're waving at us. And because I grew up around these things, inevitably I was a participant in these things. I had addictions, I had strongholds. There's still a lot of things that I'm coming out of. So certain people, like, my ex, for example, who met me while I was kind of on the tail end of a lot of those things, figured that was who I was. And it wasn't who I was. It was just who I knew how to be at that moment, because I was still in a transitionary, I hope that's the word, y'all. I was still in the transitional, there we go, boom, couldn't get the word together, transitional period of my life. So it looked like I was somebody who was an addict. It looked like I was an addictive person. It looked like I was my situations and my circumstances. It looked like I was poverty. It looked like I was poor. It looked like I was uneducated, right? But those were just my challenges in life. I didn't have people like parents to fund everything my whole way through without any worries. I didn't have that. So all of these things, I had to find a way to overcome these things, not by myself. I mean, it was kind of by myself in an essence, but in reality, it was all the resources that existed outside of myself, like other people who had been doing things that I admired. I read books. I started to watch a lot of videos online. I started to train myself different. I started to find people and ask people questions. Like, started to just train my mind and train myself different in order to get out of those challenges, right? So now that I'm outside of those challenges, I look back at my life and I'm like, man, like, if I would have allowed people to define me by those challenges, then I probably would have stayed there, because I would have been convinced and I would have believed that is who I was, and that's just not who I am. My challenges are not who I am. My challenges are the things that show me the qualities that I have. My patience, my leadership qualities, like the ability to just like think of solutions at the drop of a dime if I need to, right? They expose some qualities that I had in myself. So if people are looking at whatever situation you're in right now and they're like, that is who you are, you tell them, no, this is what is making me who I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to use as fuel. This is the gasoline in my tank of life that is going to expose my strength to me, expose my good qualities to me, which is what you should really be looking at and defining me by. Define me by my good qualities. Don't let people define you by your challenges. Tell people, define me by my good qualities. Define me by my ability to stay strong even though I want to give up. Y'all, this is Winnie. This is Prepared to Fail. God is good, life is good, and we are all super amazingly, dumbly, stupidly, whateverly blessed. We blessed. We blessed. Okay? Baby, say bye. Say love you.
Love you.